Hey guys, what's up? It's Copy 7789 here. Bear with me here a little bit. I'm pretty tired. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning right now. Um, I just got back probably about 2 hours ago from the Fredrick, Maryland regional. It was about 500 and some players. It was a lot of people. I think it was like 598 or something like that. um, I ended up going 7-1-1 in the tournament. Um, finally securing my invite. Um, I played mono Mermails. I'll show you guys the deck list here in a couple minutes. I'm just gonna go through my rounds relatively quickly, um, so you guys know what I played, what I beat, what I lost to, and so on and so forth. So round one, I played some random ass spellcaster deck. He was like maining Malefic Cyber Ends. I don't know. I didn't really question it. I beat it, so that's all that really mattered to me. Round two, I played Fire Fist. It was his first regional. He was playing Fire Fist. He didn't have many cards in his extra deck, and I don't know. I guess I kind of just took advantage of it. He didn't really stand much of a chance. Round three, I played another Fire Fist. The guy was pretty good. Um, yeah, I mean, game one, I ended up black rosing him for a lot, and then summoning Diva and just winning from there. And then I can't remember what happened games two or three, but I know I beat him. So I was 3-0 at that point. Round four, I played the mirror match. Um, we ended up tying. Uh, I think we had like a 30-minute game one. Game one was really, really good. He ended up getting me in game one, and then in game two, um, I just ended up beating him in time. So unfortunately, we had a draw. Um, so yeah, there's that. Round five, I played against Machina Gadget. Actually he never got a Machina monster against me. All I saw were gadgets the entire game. Um, game one, I had a really, really good hand, so I blew up. Game two, he like summoned a gadget, set four back row and passed. Um, I summoned Lind, and he didn't do anything. And it was basically my Lind was attacking over all the gadgets that he was summoned for probably like I think it was like 4 turns or something. Then I finally drew into the MST to get rid of the macro. Made a couple little neat little plays to bait out some of his back row. Eventually, he got to another macro, but at that point, I had an Abyss lead on the board, and there really wasn't much he could do about it. I was just poking him with Lind and lead the entire game, so I ended up winning that. So after round five, I was 4-0-1. Um, round six, I played some sort of Gallus weird ass agent deck. Um, Game one, he dropped Cephalon on me, which for you guys don't know what Cephalon is, I think it's a 4,000 attacker. You need like, I think like 8 or 9 light monsters in your graveyard. And then what he does is when you special summon him, you can bring back a fairy type monster from your graveyard. And it also goes to 4,000 attack, but its effects are negated. But it doesn't matter as long as you know you're hitting for 4,000 damage with both of them. So you're hitting for 8,000 damage basically per game. So I lost that. Game two, I had a really nice setup where I Fiendish chained he dropped a Christia on me. I Fiendish chained his Christia, and then I was able to steal it with a big eye and make Dulorum play where I bounced a Fiendish chain back to my hand and a marksman after I did like the whole diva play. Um, and set Fiendish chain and Abyss Sphere and just pass, in case he got rid of the Christia or whatever. Um, and for some godforsaken reason, he was playing Metial and the Time Lord. I wasn't really worried about it because, like I said, I had the Fiendish Chain, but he had the MST to my Fiendish Chain, so I took the loss there. So I was 4-1-1 at that point. Round seven, I played a mirror match. I don't know if he was very experienced or not, but I pretty savagely 2-0'd him. I don't want to say savagely because my hands weren't all that great, but I'm pretty sure I outplayed him just about every single game. So there was that. So I'm 5-1-1 at that point. Round A, I played Fire Fist. I took game one, he took game two, and then game three went into time. I basically just sat on an Abyss Tias in defense mode with a Gachi Gachi. Just I was at like 50 some hundred life points, and he was at like 1200. So basically, the game was over there. I was able to just sit on monsters for a while. So there's that. And then round nine, I played the Mirror. I think he was playing the Undyne version, though. I didn't really get a chance to see if he was or not. Game one, I had the Megalo Marksman play. And then game two, I just basically was able to steal his Catastor with a big eye and just sit on it and win from there, basically. So, yeah. Like I said, my final record was 7-1-1 on the day. I ended up getting 11th place. No X1 and ones topped. It was just the undefeated and then all X1s topped. So it was, I ended up in 11th place. There were two guys who also had a tie as well. No, there was one guy who also had a tie who finished ahead of me, and there was also an 8-1 that did not make top 8. So no, yeah, there was a 8-1 that did not make top 8. So I knew I had a chance to make top 8, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me. Like I said, all I really wanted was all I was really there for was for my invite. So yeah. But enough about that. I'm just gonna get into the deck list now. Explain a couple things, what I liked, what I didn't like, and so on and so forth. So I'm trying to make this as short as possible too, because it's late. I'm pretty tired. I'm ready to go to bed here soon. So, okay, I am going to show you guys main, extra, and side as well, of course. All right, so you've got, of course, your, I believe, obligatory 3 Mermail Abyss Megalo. You have to play 3 of him, especially because I'm playing the mono version. Abyss Megalo is just too good. 3 Abyss Tias, I can't say enough about this guy. I sided one out a couple times throughout the day. However, he came in extremely handy. He was really, really good all day long. So yeah, 3 of those guys. And then the 1 Abyss lead, just because he's huge, obviously. So yeah. Then you got 3 Abyss Lind. I think that's absolutely standard, especially in mono or mono blue is what I'll call this deck because I like that name better for it instead of mono Mermail. But 3 Abyss Lind, didn't have problems drawing into it all day. 2 Pike, I like 2 Pike more than 3. It's just a personal preference. I mean, you could play 3, but 2, I don't like drawing this guy. I really don't. I'd rather get him off a Lind. So, but Pike was really good all day. So yeah, 2 Pike. And then the final 2 Mermail monsters. My Mermail MVP, to be honest, was Mermail Abyss Gund. This card did so much work for me all day long. I searched it all day. It's just, this card is so good. So good. Next, you got the Atlanteans. Of course, your 3 Dragoons. Search whatever you need. You got the 3 Marksmen. You got to play 3 Marksmen, period. You just have to. And I play 2 Infantry. I like 2 Infantry. I want to be sure I'm going to be able to pop my opponent's stuff. So, yeah. And then even just ditching this for a Pike that you bring off of an Abyss Sphere just to pay the cost is worth it in the end to get rid of problem monsters on your opponent's board. Like in the Mirror, you need to get rid of Abyss Gaios if your opponent has Abyss Gaios, and this is the only way to really do it. So, yeah. And then the final monsters, of course, were 3 Deep Sea Diva. Also mandatory, I believe, at 3 in this deck. So, those are the monsters. I believe it's 25 monsters. Yeah, it should be 25 monsters. Spells, you got your standard Dark Hole, Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Avarice, and then I chose to play 1 Salvage. I sided it out almost every game too. However, the times that I did draw it, it was good. It let me make some more plays that I couldn't have originally made. So Salvage was really good. Definitely would not take Salvage out. I would just leave it in as a 1-of. And then, of course, you got the 3 MSTs. In the mono version, you just need to be able to clear your opponent's back row for those pushes. So, yeah. Traps, you got 3 Abyss Sphere. Um, you have to play 3 of this card. And then with the, I only played 1 Squall. I only saw it, I think I only activated it once all day. I never wanted it more. I actually sided it out a few times. Um, Squall's good, obviously, but I'd much rather have Sphere than Squall. So I feel much safer with Sphere. So yeah. Then you got 2 Torrential Tribute. Just, when my board is not established, this card is just too good not to have, in my opinion. And if I don't have a Sphere, but I have a Lind in hand, it's nice to be able to just set this when your opponent thinks it's a Sphere, and then set the Lind. They try to overextend and you Torrential Tribute, and then you just get a monster off of it. So it's good. And then my MVP of the day was 2 Fiendish Chain. This card put in so much work all day long. It stopped Fire Fists. It stopped opposing Abyss Gaioses. It even stopped Christia, like I said. So Fiendish Chain was just way too good. I bounced it a couple times with Duloran just to be able to activate Fiendish Chain again. I would not take this card out of the main deck. It was really, really, really good all day long, and it was actually a last-minute decision to throw it in, and I could not have been happier with the results that it produced. So yeah, that is the main deck, guys. It is 41 cards in the main deck. We're going to go into the extra deck next. Got the 1 Scrap Dragon. Didn't make them all day. Didn't need to make them all day. The 1 Gungnir. I made Gungnir once, I think. Yeah, once all day. 1 Black Rose. I made Black Rose twice all day, I think. Yeah, twice. 1 Duloran. I made him a couple times. Yeah. I made Catastor all day. Catastor is the reason why I won my first 3 rounds, actually. This card just is too good. Catastor just does so much work. You got 1 Librarian, just to be able to run over opposing Catastors, because Catastor sucks, obviously, to face. So, yeah, 1 Librarian. And then the 1 Armory Arm rounds out the Synchros. For Ixies, you got the 2 Mermail Biscayos. Your big guy, he just is a walking skill drain. He's too good. He kind of sucks in the Kara Curry matchup because of Barredo, but other than that, he's just really good. 1 Big Eye to steal your opponent's monsters. I can't say enough about Big Eye. I went into these 3 a lot all day long. Big Eye, I think I went into like 4 or 5 times. I made at least one of these just about every round, so yeah. I played the 1 Shark. I didn't go into him. I had chances to, or I had opportunities to, but I also had game on board when I could have gone into him, so I obviously went for game and won the games because of that. But there were opportunities where I could have gone into him, as well as Abyss Dweller. I never needed to go into Abyss Dweller. It would have been nice to in the mirror match, obviously, but he was obviously there if I needed him. Then you got 1 Leviathan. Didn't go into him at all. I never wanted to either. 1 Abyss Trite, obviously, to get off the Shark. Yeah, didn't go into her either. And then 1 Gotchi. I think I went into him like maybe twice on the day. I think that sounds about right. So that's all the cards in the extra deck. Side deck. I sided the 1 Gores. This is probably going to come out. I did see it once or twice. I sided in like 4 or 5 times. I saw it once or twice, but I never needed it. I haven't really decided on Gores in the side deck yet. We'll see. But it wasn't bad, so, I mean, I had it just in case I, would have gotten OTK'd, so, yeah, 1 Gores. 2 Tragodia. I sided these in a couple times in the mirror match, and maybe one of my other matches. I can't remember. Might have been against the Gadget guy. I can't truly remember, honestly. Never. I think I dropped him like once. Yeah, I dropped him like twice. Once in round 9. He just kind of sat there for a little bit, and then maybe one other time. I can't remember. Like I said, it's late and I'm tired and ready to go to bed, but I figured I'd just get this out of the way now. 2 Max C for the mirror, for if I played windups. I did not play windups, but it was good in the mirror match. Two Soul Takers. The Fire Fist guy I played round 9 was also playing Saber Sources in his main deck. So he was playing the Dino version. Like he was playing, obviously playing Saber Sources with the rabbits and like tour guides and stuff. So it was nice in that match. It was nice to just get rid of, you know, opposing Thunder Kings I thought people might side, as well as especially Banisher. The guy in round 8 summoned Banisher, and I had summoned him twice on me, and I had Soul Taker for him twice. So yeah, Soul Taker's good in the side deck. Two Bottomless. So glad I sided this card as well. It was a good side in to get rid of like the salvages against like Fire Fists and stuff like that, to be able to stop their rabbit plays or stop their bear summons. So yeah, two Bottomless, two Dust Tornado. I think that's obligatory right now. I like two Dust Tornado, as well as two Mind Crush. I didn't really side either all that much, but yeah, two Mind Crush, and then two Shadows. Um, will not ever side these again. I mean that's really just me being honest. I didn't run into anything dark. Probably would rather just side goes in matches over this because I have answers for like Dark World and stuff, other than needing Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. So these are definitely these are probably gonna be goes in matches. Um, so yeah. So that's it, guys. Um, like I said, I really do appreciate you guys subscribing or watching. Um, I hope you guys continue to watch. Um, not really sure what's going on right now as far as upcoming videos. I know I'm not going to locals next weekend. Um, yeah, really not much else I can say. Um, so yeah, I think that's really about all I have for right now, guys. I may not play Mermails. Or I've played Mermails for a while now, so I'm probably going to end up trying something different here in a little bit. Obviously, when the Hidden Arsenal comes out, I'll probably try something out of there. Now that I have my invite, I want to get ready for like Evil Swarms and all that kind of stuff. And I'm definitely going to YCS Jersey, so um, get myself ready for that. And also try out some new decks. Like I like Fire Kings, so I might try Fire Kings or something like that. Who knows? Um, so yeah. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please do make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And hopefully stay tuned for more videos to come soon. All right, thanks, guys. Peace out.